So here's a pair of New Balance 860 V2s, and these I kind of again picked them up on sale. They were really cheap, and just again just another one to sort of check out. It's got the same sort of midsole outsole as a 2002R and a 1906R, so I'm a big fan of those. This one I wasn't prepared to sort of pay full price on, but for less than half price it was worth checking out. And basically from what I can see, they kind of fit the same as my white and metallic gold 1906Rs, so slightly on the tighter side, so you'd have to go sort of half size up, which is kind of what I did. And I also feel the materials aren't quite as good as the 1906Rs, and I think the retail price is slightly cheaper on these as well. So what I mean by that is I think the collar lining, even though it feels sort of more softer and plush, it doesn't have the kind of back cage what a 1906R does have, and the mesh here just feels, the material here just feels a bit cheaper really, and also sort of the mesh around the toe box and around the kind of medial side and lateral side of the sneaker, that also feels slightly less on the cheaper side, but kind of more flexible as well. So it just depends really, but I wouldn't say it's like a bad thing. It just means that it depends on what kind of trainer you're after. If some people may like the look of this, which is kind of more of a classic runner vibe, and then the other one, the 1906R, is more of a sort of futuristic 2K runner. So still a nice sort of sneaker, especially in hand. It's actually quite cool, and I'm a big fan of basically the N-ergy technology in here as well. So it just provides you with really good sort of comfortable, and the endurance as well. So it's just an amazing comfortable trainer to wear, and very kind of neutral and also soft. So whichever model you go for, 2002R or 860 or a 1906R, you're not going to be disappointed really. So definitely worth checking out. So here are the details for the New Balance 860 V2 White Team Royal Silver. It comes in a silver metallic, team royal and white colourway. So it has an ABZORB midsole, which helps with sort of cushioning and basically impact resistant. Plate on the outsole. And they have what they call an N-ergy cushioning, so that basically is the midsole itself that's providing sort of shock absorption. And it's mainly made up of mesh and synthetic materials. And price is £140. So in terms of the comfort and sizing, I feel like with any other sort of 1906R or 2002R, this is basically the same thing. It's got a soft to medium sole, and it feels really nice on foot. It just feels very kind of natural and neutral, and that is kind of sort of hugging your foot. And they also have great arch and heel support, being a runner, so you should expect that. I feel that you can go true to size on these. Only if you've got a really wide foot would you want to go up half size. And because it's a runner and sort of a newer runner as well, it has very good traction in my opinion as well. So I like the looks of this one. It's sort of futuristic 2K runner vibes as well, but it's not as kind of got sort of sleek lines as the 2002R or the 1906R. They're slightly different, and basically it's kind of the in-between of the two models. And this one, because it's predominantly again mesh, I'd sort of wear these sort of spring summertime really, and just rocking them casual. I don't think these ones are, you want to sort of dress up smart in all honesty. It comes in white laces, but you can put in sort of blue or grey laces as well. So in terms of the pros, I like the fact that it's a nice sort of 2K runner. I don't think it's as nice looking as a 1906R, but I probably think this is on even with a 2002R in my opinion. And the comfortability is the same as the other pairs. It is really nice on foot, and the colourway is really nice as well. I'm a fan of this kind of silver and blue and white. In terms of cons, I think the cost for this one is probably too high, because of the fact that it feels to me that they're using slightly cheaper materials on this, and it doesn't have the back heel plastic caging, so I'm not sure why it's so expensive. It feels like it should be cheaper than the other models, and that's basically that's kind of my issue with it.
So in terms of the ratings, I give the look and style 4 out of 5. I think it's a nice sneaker and I really like the colourway, but the model isn't as nice as the 1906R in my opinion. In terms of comfort, I give that a 5 out of 5. It's the same as any other pair and it just feels really nice on foot. And the quality, I give it a 4. I think with this one they've kind of missed the mark slightly. I just feel it feels slightly cheaper in terms of the mesh material and just the materials in general that are used. There's sort of less of it. And the pricing, I think, is just slightly too high. It should be a lot lower. I think if a 1906R should retail kind of, in my opinion, sort of 120, 130, then this should sort of probably be more in line with a A6 Gel 1130, so around sort of 100, pushing it to 110. But overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's still a nice sneaker, and depends on what you like really. And there's like 3 different models that all have the same sort of outsole and midsole. So it just depends on what you prefer really.